I don't know kung napapansin niyo, minsan may mga gastos tayo na hindi natin masyadong pinag-iisipan, and I would like to address that this afternoon. Basically, I'll be sharing with you ano ba yung pwede nating strategy para ma-avoid natin yung buyer's remorse, yung magsisisi tayo, ba't ko ba binili to? And make sure na yung mga non-essential purchases natin is something that we actually like. Maximizing your income doesn't mean spending only on necessities. Siyempre, yung sweldo natin, hindi lang naman yan para sa mga essentials. Dapat meron din tayong budget or allocation para sa mga wants natin. Hindi pwedeng gumagastos tayo para mabuhay lang. Kailangan meron tayong budget para maging masaya yung buhay natin. It means avoiding unnecessary expenses that quickly lose value, which is often the case when we do mindless spending. Ang problema kasi kapag yung budget allocation natin para sa mga non-essential expenses ay basa-basa lang natin ginagastos, minsan nanghihinayang tayo dun sa binili natin or dun sa pinagkagastosan natin, and later on nagkakaroon tayo ng buyer's remorse. Later on nagsisisi tayo, ba't ko ba binili to? And we want to avoid that. One of the reasons why we commit those acts of mindless spending is because we don't really think about our values and we don't really consider ano ba yung importante para sa akin. Spending based on your values means making choices that reflect what is important to you. It means investing in the things that will bring you joy, satisfaction, a sense of accomplishment, and purpose. This looks different for everyone. One person can splurge on quality ingredients because they love to cook, while another one can spend on sustainable fashion because it aligns with their environmental values. The benefits of value-based purchases aren't always tangible. Often, it's about self-development, community, or self-expression. Meron akong kaibigan, gagawa daw siya ng pasta. So, sinamahan ko sa grocery and bumili talaga siya nung high quality na pasta imported. Sabi ko, hindi mo na kailangan yan, yung local na lang para mas mura kasi sabi ko, pare-pareho lang naman yung lasa niyan. Pero sabi niya, hindi, iba yung lasa. Mas masarap daw lutuin yung imported kasi mas accurate yung result based dun sa cooking style niya. Basta marami siyang sinabi and hindi ko na nilabanan yon. That's when I realized that cooking is something he values, something that's important sa kanya. And I can understand kung bakit willing siya mag-spend ng mas malaki dun sa mga ingredients na gusto niyang bilhin. Kasi kung ako, I'll just buy the cheapest pasta because it's not really that important to me. Ang mas importante sa akin is may kinakain ako at kasama ko yung mga kaibigan ko, nagkukwentuhan kami. I would say na that's the most important thing in that situation for me. The benefits of value-based purchases aren't always tangible. Often, it's about self-development. Meaning, ako, I value self-development. That's why I don't really hesitate in spending on courses. Dami kong mga online courses na ine-enrollan. Hindi ako nanghihinayang kasi may mga natututunan ako doon because self-development is one of the things that I value. Another benefit is community. May kaibigan ako na pupunta pa talaga ng BGC. So, taga Parañaque siya. Pero pupunta siya ng BGC para maglaro ng Pokemon Go. Ayan. So, kung familiar kayo dun sa mobile game na Pokemon Go, marami pa rin naglalaro nun. Although, hindi na siya as popular as the time when it launched. But this friend of mine, he goes to BGC. Sometimes he goes to Luneta to play with the community. Dahil very important sa kanya yung community. So kahit naggumastos siya ng extra, pwede naman siya maglaro sa Parañaque pero dinadayo talaga yung mga lugar na yun kasi part of his values is feeling the sense of community and belongingness and dun niya nahahanap yun. So that's basically a non-essential expense but I would say na hindi niya pinagsisisihan na gastusan yon. Finally, another benefit is self-expression. Personally, I tend to buy a lot of Linya Linya shirts, the brand, kahit na mas mahal siya than the usual shirts that you can buy online or sa mga department store. I still prefer it because I find their design relatable. So, that's part of my self-expression. Plus, the fact that I find them unique and yung shirts nila, it can actually express some of the thoughts that I have. So, okay lang sa akin na gumastos ng extra sa medyo mas mahal than your average shirt because I value the self-expression that I can show when I wear their shirts. It's crucial to distinguish between the things you love to buy and the ones that merely drain your wallet. Spending on things that don't resonate with you could mean missing out on the opportunities and experiences that truly matter. Katulad nung isa kong kaibigan na hindi masyadong mahilig sa outdoors, no? Sabihin na natin na homebody siya. Pero kasi sa office nila, yung mga office mates niya, mahilig mag-running, mahilig mag-mountain trekking, etc. And medyo napipilitan siya makisama. But deep inside him, medyo masama yung loob niya kasi napapagastos siya. So, yun yung dilemma niya on his part. Siya, aware siya that itong mga extra gastos niya sa pakikisama, it's draining his wallet and it's not really giving him as much self-fulfillment. So sabi ko sa kanya, why don't you be honest with your office mates na hindi mo talaga trip yung ginagawa nila and perhaps talk about another activity that you can do together para naman you don't feel left out. That is one example of when you are spending on things that don't really matter to you or you don't really value, yung pera na ginastos mo, may sense of parang sayang yung pera. And that's what I'm trying to convey with you today, na dapat value-based yung mga non-essential spending natin. There are 3 ways to avoid mindless spending and I will share with you itong tatlong to. The first one is to know what your values are. The first step is to identify what matters most to you. Is it your family? Is it traveling? Is it your career, a sport, or hobby, etc.? Once you know your values, once alam mo na ano ba yung mga importante sa buhay mo, then you can start making choices that reflect them. For example, if family time brings you the most joy, you might spend more on family activities than shopping or self-care. If health is a priority, investing in quality groceries or fitness-related expenses like a gym membership will make sense. Isa kong kaibigan na talagang health buff, hindi siya bumibili ng mamahalin na damit. Para sa kanya, sayang kapag bumibili daw siya ng mga branded na damit. Pero, pagdating sa mga sapatos, pagdating sa gym membership niya, doon talaga siya sa gym na mahal pero quality equipment. Yung mga sapatos niya, top quality din kasi yun yung ginagamit niya pang-training, pang-takbo, etc. Hindi ko siya sinasabihan na sayang yung pera niya doon sa mahal na gym membership niya or doon sa ang dami niyang sapatos sa binibili because that is aligned with his values. Alam ko naman na binabawi niya yung gastos niya sa pamamagitan ng pagtitipid sa ibang aspects nung lifestyle niya, such as buying just mga unbranded na mga damit na madalas sa ukay niya binibili. And alam ko rin hindi siya masyadong makain sa labas. Since health buff siya, mas preferred niya na nagluluto sa bahay. Actually, nagmi-meal plan pa nga siya. Nagmi-meal prep pa talaga siya eh. So, hindi siya mahilig gumimik. Hindi siya umiinom. That's one thing I know for sure. So, nababawi naman niya yung gastos niya and hindi niya pinagsisisihan yung mga binibili niyang mahal dahil all of those are aligned with his values. So, ang tanong ngayon is, what are the things that you value most? Start there. Your values can shift depending on your life stage. Early in life, I spent more on travel and dining with friends. Today, I tend to focus more on comfort at home as I now prefer spending time there. This is very important because you need to constantly reassess yourself kung ano na ba yung values mo. Today, ililista mo ano ba yung mga importante para sa'yo. And I would encourage you to go back and reassess at least once a year to see if your values are still the same. Kasi baka yung mga pinagkakagasusan mo today, hindi na siya aligned sa values mo by next year. Nagbabago na yung priorities natin, nagbabago na yung mga preferences natin. So to get clear on your values, consider the experiences you love, the small pleasures you enjoy, and how you want to enhance your daily life. So may konting muni-muni. At maganda ito ginagawa during weekend or pag wala kayo masyadong kailangan gawin, nakapila, naghihintay sa pila. Minsan yan yung ginagawa ko para hindi ma-bore. I try to reflect on what's currently going on in my life, ano ba yung mga nangyayari, ano ba yung mga plano ko, and how I plan to tie everything in the next few months. Another way to avoid mindless spending is to, of course, track your spending. Know where you're spending your money. The best way to do this is by creating and following a budget or a spending plan. Track your actual spending and you'll see if you're spending too much on things that don't align with your values. This will give you a chance to cut back or eliminate those expenses. Every now and then, we will succumb to the temptation of spending on something that we don't really like. Impulse purchase, napilitan, nabigla. And very important na makatch natin siya kahit na after the fact. Sometimes, I go through each of the purchases on my credit card billing statement and reflect upon the things that I charged. No? Ito, binili ko to. Ano nangyari? Ay, may binili akong gamit. Nasaan na to ngayon? Ginagamit ko ba siya? Did I feel buyer's remorse a few days after? Or a week after na binili ko to? Especially yung mga nabubudol sa akin online. I tend to reflect on it 1 or 2 weeks after na ma-receive ko yung item. Kung sulit ba yun pagbili ko nun o hindi. By doing this reflection, I am able to avoid future regrets. By tracking my expenses, not only am I becoming better at budgeting my income, I am also becoming smarter with my spending choices for the future. Pag meron kang binili na hindi nag-a-align sa values mo or may binili ka na hindi naman talaga sulit or nakapagpasaya sa'yo, then madali na siyang iwasan in the future. But you won't be able to know that unless you actually track your spending or monitor your expenses. The last tip that I have for you to avoid mindless spending is to be kind to yourself. Be kind and patient with yourself. It's normal to slip sometimes, especially in some social situations. Minsan talaga may mga hindi maiiwasan na napapagastos tayo kahit na labag sa kalooban natin. Katulad nung nabanggit ko kanina, yung kaibigan ko na dahil gusto niyang makisama sa mga office mates niya, sumasama siya doon sa mga pag-register, sa mga fun run, sa pagsama sa mga pamumundok ng mga office mates niya, kahit na hindi naman daw talaga yun yung hilig niya. But hopefully, makausap niya yung mga office mates niya, makahanap sila ng ibang activity na mag-e-enjoy siya na hindi kailangang mapilitan na makisama. Remember that your spending should always reflect your values, especially for non-essential expenses. But it doesn't have to be perfect. If you make a purchase that doesn't quite align with who you are, just reflect on why you made that choice and how you can improve next time. Allow yourself to be imperfect and celebrate the progress you're making. The more awareness that I have kung ano ba yung values ko, the more intentional I become sa mga spending ko, sa mga purchases ko. In the end, kahit na maubos lahat ng kinita ko this month, masaya ako kasi pag nakikita ko lahat ng mga binili ko, nagsaspark ng joy yung mga nabili ko. Hindi yung, ay, ba't ko ba binili to? Hindi ako nagsisisi. Of course, kailangan priority pa rin natin yung necessary expenses natin. This is really about the non-essentials and how to maximize the fulfillment that we can experience when we spend on unnecessary things. Spending according to your values means less regret or buyer's remorse. Identify what matters most to you and prioritize spending in those areas. Your values can change as your life evolves, so it's important to reassess regularly. Be patient with yourself. Remember that the goal isn't perfection but continuous improvement. With mindful spending, you can gradually build a financial life that supports your values and long-term goals, resulting to self-fulfillment and happiness.